for this Murray, I've decided to do a top tank build, and I did a little pie cut on this 1.5 inch steel tube, and we were able to get the pretty much right angle as a magnum. I'm going to be cutting off this rear rack and notching the seat post, as well as notching this top gas tank bar to fit it up a little bit better, but figured you guys should see it before I do any of that. The angles are not perfect because it's just sitting up on the back rack for now, but figured you guys should get a first look. After a few hours of grinding, I was able to fit this up pretty decently. I haven't tacked it on or anything like that. I have just dry fit for now. This is what I was able to remove from the bike so far, such as the front rear fender and brackets, the rear mount, and a few of the brackets for this top shock bolt. I was able to salvage this just to mock it up for now, but it's looking pretty good. This is about the same angle as a regular Puch Magnum, so going off that. And I do need to chop off this rear bar a little bit, but after I tack it on, I'll figure out the correct length I want to go with. But here we are so far. It's been about a week since the last update. I ended up switching out this top bar for an 1/8 inch wall steel tube, and I went with a bend in the middle rather than a pie cut, just to save on welding. Went ahead and welded it all together. This is my first welding project, so beads aren't anything to be impressed about, but it's all put together there. Did go ahead and swap the pedals on both sides for a used set I had lying around, just to make it a more of a complete bike. Same with these M-style cafe bars. Just threw those on, and a Free Spirit headlight and speedo. Still waiting on a gas tank to come in the mail, but I saved this seat post kind of stopper, and this will be the gas tank mount for the rear on the back, just to continue using parts from the Murray. But this bike is shaping up pretty damn nicely, if you ask me. Still needs a bunch of work, but I have a small gas tank coming in the mail, and then I need to make a seat, a few seat mounts as well. I'm going to go down to my local metal supplier and see what they have. But yeah, here is the 1980 Murray Moped. Today I'm going to be working on making some seat brackets. They're all different on all these bikes. Here on a Cobra, you can see it uses some C-channel over here, but on the back it actually uses a round, almost shock tube bolt, similar to that, and it's just a straight pipe compared to a bent one like a Magnum. Over here on a Free Spirit, as you can see, they use a flat kind of flattened ends on a steel pipe. So again, just another different mounting system. So I'm gonna go to my local metal supplier and see what they have in the used kind of section. I think I'm gonna go with C-channel and see if I can get something that can nicely mount up to the front and to the rear for a nice seat. Here we are, and as you can see, there is used metal of all kinds. I was walking by, and in here I saw some scrap pieces, and this would be perfect for a rear gusset on the Murray frame. So I'm gonna look through here and find one that should be perfect, and should only be a few cents or maybe $1. Walking around, found this bucket, and digging around they had some angle iron, and these little notches would help it prevent it from flipping or bending even further. So these might be a good candidate for now if I can't find any C-channel. here's what I ended up with. Ended up being this almost like 1x2 square tubing and this corner cutoff piece and a lollipop. Came out to $1 total for everything. It was 1¼ pounds of steel and a lollipop. So big spender here. All right, now that we're back home, you can see here is the little cutoff that we got. It looks like it's about a 1x2. I'm gonna be splitting it in half and creating my own seat brackets out of it. Here's my little CAD drawing for now. Just drew something up on a cardboard box, and I will be cutting these out on either side, and should be able to then be able to mount up a seat. So I just need to get this wire wheeled off and get the pattern drawn on there. I've gotten all the surface rust taken off with the wire wheel, and I got the pattern drawn on. Now just to cut it out and see how close we can get it to the template. It's not looking like much right now, but I did get these cut out, which is awesome. Now I just need to sand them all down and get them to match, and then notch them for the 1.5" top crossbar. So let's get that sanded and notched out and see how well they can line up. Honestly, after looking at a Puch Magnum frame and just sitting on a piece of wood laid across these are just too tall. So I'm gonna cut these in half and have them kind of be like ears on the side, similar to an original Magnum frame. Should help save some weight and help kind of lower the seating position down another about 1/2 inch or so. A little between, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch or so. When I built this bike, I wanted to be nice and low, and these brackets are just a little bit too tall for my liking. So I'm gonna cut those down and wait for the gas tank to be delivered.